Hi guys, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. Today, let's learn what are group discussion strategies. First, what is group discussion? So, we know that it's a systematic and purposeful oral process and for informal context. It has a very particular topic or issue or problem, and it is discussed. Before discussing, it is well planned and well conducted. So there are some important strategies to tackle group discussion effectively. So first strategy is getting the GD started. We know that a GD is conducted among 6 to 10 persons, or sometimes it's 14 members maximum, and the discussion, they discuss on a topic around 30 to 45 minutes. Right, the time, it's a very important. So there is possibility of cross talks and low-key conversations and cross consultations. So it may deviate. So if we have to so while start, use appropriate strategies for effective participation in group discussions. For example, you may say that like, well friends, may I request your kind attention. I'm sure all of us keen to begin the GD. Or you can say, my dear friends, may I have your attention please. As you all know, we have to complete the discussion in 20 minutes or 25 minutes. And you may say, hello everybody, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have something very important to say. We are here to discuss the topic and state the topic name, and then you can say how much time you have, and also you say that. Otherwise you can say, right, these are some examples to start getting the GD started. Right, the second one, contributing systematically. So this is group discussion depends on how each member contributes in the group. Sometimes what happens is made, so there are group deliberations, and it may lead all the members, they should understand the process of reflective thinking. And sometimes what happens, they are not in that, so some individual thinking, and it may lead to a kind of thing. So it must be related to the what somebody said previously and other members. You should not repeat the same thing, and focus on the theme of the discussion. Sometimes what happens, people talk about unnecessary things. It should be on the focus on the theme, and it should contribute related to the specific point under consideration, and also directed towards the overall objective of the group. Whatever the objective is given there, you have to talk about that only. So based on the requirement of that particular stage of the discussion, you can contribute systematically. And the next strategy is to creating a friendly, a cooperative atmosphere. So here all participants know that, right? It's make the discussion lively and pleasurable. So then everyone participate, and they participate early in the discussion. Sometimes what happen, in order to maintain friendly attitudes, right, participants should demonstrate here a sense of fair play by treating others as they would like themselves to be treated. Right, participants must conduct themselves with decorum and dignity. Sometimes what happens, they don't give a kind of friendly atmosphere, so it must be. So the part, they should avoid being too formal with each other, because it's a friend to create friendly cooperative atmosphere. They can talk very friendly manner, so then only it's possible to make that. And the next strategy is moving the discussion along. Sometimes with really without a leader may drift, so without a proper direction. So that's what sometimes what happens, it may lead to a kind of they go out of the box. So in that cases, so here you have to bring it back, right? You have to bring the sidetrack to the group, like, I don't understand your point, but I think we should stick to the main subject at hand. So when somebody is going out of the context, so you can use such expressions. Even you can say, I see what you mean, but it would be better if we limit our discussion to the given subject. Right, and even you can say, that is not the main point under discussion, let us come to the main subject. So you bring back that to the nature. And the next one, promoting optimal participation. So as the success of GD, right, this it is completely depends on how members of the group involvement in the discussion, right? So it's if the leader should promote optimal participation. So your leader role is very very important, right? He should encourage non-participants to speak. So each member feel that his or her contribution is necessary to make the discussion successful. So once they get that feeling, then it's very well, right? Even so you have to encourage each member to make his or her maximum contribution to the discussion. And also you have to control the talkative members. There are some talkative people, they continuously talk throughout the discussion, so you have to make them to stop their discussion. Even avoid pushing the GD too fast, right? Some people, they take care of slow speakers. Even if there are slow speakers, you have to give opportunity for them to speak. That's also important for promoting optimal participation. So every member should contribute something to the group, so then only that is successful. And the next one, handling conflict, right? This is an important aspect while participating in any discussion, right? So most of the time, right, but the group is heterogeneous, and generally conflict is natural in any group activity. Sometimes may be described like it's the success, right? Sometimes they expect a kind of how they handle conflict. So here you have to maintain a friendly attitude, and at the same time you must attempt to create an atmosphere, right? So where the people respect conflicting opinions, as they feel free to express. And here everyone has to follow strictly the discussion procedure, and whatever that is one. So they must avoid the conflicts between persons, but not between conflicts. So here not ideas. So you can conflict the idea but not the person, right? Because here you are talking about, the main objective of the discussion is to talk about ideas, not about the persons, right? So here you can do that one. Even you can provide positive guidance to the group, right? Like wherever necessary, you can summarize the context, and help to establish an attitude of critical objectivity. So it's possible you can do that also. And the last strategy is that effective closer. So how do you close, right? It's a very very important aspect. Every member has to see that, right? So the GD ends with positive conclusions within the given time limit. So that's a very very important aspect. And summarize the progress made by the group. So whatever the summary, you have to summarize it, and you have to agree the common points discussed in the discussion, and you have to indicate the differences in case if you find any differences, and they should be resolved. And you can provide some suggestions also if possible. In some cases it's not decided, then you can provide some recommendations, decisions, or suggestions. This is a very very important. And closure of GD is then only successfully initiated, right? The leader may propose the uh, results or views, if any, right? This is one way to, these are the some of the GD strategies. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe my channel for more videos.